Some bad news for Detroit's #1 defensive player of the year. Allstar JR is going to prison. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck advance once you unlocks the $75 bonus. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking it out, because that's literally what it's designed for.
Chill out, fool. I'm trying to do the shit, though.
Helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. Remo posted to Instagram Allstar JR's trial for
Chill out.
felony possession of a firearm is now scheduled for July 6th, and it would show the federal paperwork literally showing 9 a.m. This shit's gonna happen, and the estimated trial time is gonna be 3 days. Now, comments. About a 1% chance trial proceeds that soon, and a 99% chance it will be adjourned. And this is the thing, this whole shit happened, the shooting, in April, and trial is already set. There's not much reason for it to be delayed, because there isn't an overwhelming amount of new evidence that they're going to be able to bring showing that he didn't have a gun. Now, taking a quick look at the criminal complaint.
Man, y'all has been seeing that nigga YB been in Paris for a while. It's been like a month or two, something like that. That's what I heard. Man, fool. And everything in the comments and shit, I always talking about something. He ducking something. We ain't gonna know what we talking about. We know what I'm saying? We just hearing shit, you know what I'm saying? Just rumors and shit. We talking about rumors and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's, it ain't no point in him coming back, shit. Hell. Go ahead somewhere and spread his seed somewhere else and shit, you know what I'm saying? Probably like the fucking, I don't know, bro.
This happened back on April 8th, 2026. Now, skipping through all the paperwork, this is a photo of Allstar JR hitting the Motown Boogie as he is firing. You can see all the fire coming out of that. And I'm going to be careful about how I scroll through this, because you
some
can't
of y'all
see
niggas shoot like that.
Slumped on the floor, completely blurred out, but, you know, YouTube will demonetize
I can see that nigga he looking, though.
The YouTube
he
bots
trying to
will
hit
assume it's a
something,
dead guy. Now, you can also see JR apparently chasing. It says John Doe #2 and others run out of the frame towards the elevator. JR continues shooting as everyone is running away and shoots additional rounds at John Doe #2's direction. This right here is going to be one of the main things that they're going to say is he didn't need to do. If you've defended yourself as a felon, the second that threat is neutralized, you can no longer possess that gun. So you can't go and chase after whoever else was present just because you feel tried and you're prideful or you're angry, because now you're a felon in possession. Now, this picture right here kind of seals the deal. Ford, JR, returns to where Ben10 is lying motionless on his back. This right here, motionless, it's not even letting me highlight it, so now I just look stupid. Motionless on his back, and fires another 2 rounds at Ben10 from a few feet away. Ben10's body jolts suddenly as 1 round appears to strike him before going motionless again. Now, that is a savage picture. If I was Allstar JR and I miraculously beat that case, I would make that a t-shirt, a portrait. I'd get it painted, put it up on my wall. The day they tried to rob me and I stood over them and fired into him, right? So they're saying Ben10 was paralyzed off the first shot. When he initially got shot standing up, paperwork says he immediately hit the floor. Allstar JR chases the other ones to the elevator, firing. Whatever hits whoever. I think they said the other kid that got hit, whatever his name was, Dead End Ron. Finger got shot off. He's leaking out in the elevator bad. They had a whole blood trail from the elevator to the parking lot where they found him. So he got hit bad. I think got hit in the artery in the leg, but somehow survived. Then JR comes back and stands over Ben10, firing 2 more times, one of them making his body jolt as he's hit by the bullet. This right here I don't know how they could defend this because of the fact that he wasn't a threat. And again, you can only defend yourself as a felon if you're about to die. Like if there's no other option than to get that gun and use it. But at the point that there is no longer a threat, if you continue possessing that weapon, you're a felon in possession. Then
I guess that's what you're trying to tell me. Shit, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no felon. You know what I'm saying? That shit OC. You know what I'm saying? Like, once he already shooting, you know what I'm saying, them rounds and shit, the first round, shit, everybody started running and shit. They said he was already, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know what he doing right here, though. You know what I'm saying? How long was this shit? Like, that shit happened, like, he had that motherfucker for, what, 2 minutes? He hold it up there for 5 minutes. I guess they gonna say, how long was he using that bitch? They got cameras. Shit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
10 was clearly not a threat as his whole shit shut down, and he still stood over and shot him on video. Alright, I really gotta finesse this next part so I don't show y'all something I don't want to see, because Ben10's laid out on the picture above and in this picture. But in this picture, you can see JR clearly right here, and his arm is extended and he's firing again. And the paperwork would state, JR paces around the floor for approximately 8 seconds as the female he was with attempts to interact with him. JR then fires another round at NBA Ben10 in his direction and exits the frame towards the elevators. So after standing over him and shooting into his fucking body and shooting a second time, JR walked away or just paced around, and for 8 seconds he thought about, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Fuck that. Boom! And it fires again before leaving.
That nigga gonna get like 10 years, man. I probably gonna try to smack him just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You already a felon, you know what you're supposed to, but I guess they trying to say we throwing that shit out the window because you kept using the gun. Like, they OC.
But 20 seconds later, he comes back, still holding the gun. JR points it at NBA Ben10 again. This is the third time he stood over him, who appears to still be unconscious. JR appears to attempt to fire another round, but the handgun slide appears locked back.
Nah, this my demon man right here. This my OC demon man. You know what I'm saying? It's my demon right here. Shit.
Indicating it's out of ammunition. So JR, you can see the slides locked back. You can see the barrel right there. JR didn't just stand over him. He stood over him 3 different times. Shot him twice, or at least 2 different times. I don't even know how many times he shot him. He shot, and then he jerked, and then he leaned over the table after pacing around and tried to shoot him again. I don't know if it actually hit him. And then he came back again, probably tried to finish him, but there was no more bullets in the gun. He stood over Ben10 3 different times, and somehow this kid's still alive. And at this point in time, JR would stand over Ben10.
What kind of clip did that motherfucker have? It had to be a standard. So what, 15, 14, probably 16, 17? Shit, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That nigga had a good round, I ain't gonna lie.
And strike him in the face with the gun, pistol whipping him while he's on the floor.
I ain't spilled him too.
On video, they were able to capture JR wiping the handgun down before hiding it behind this counter right here. And this is going to be his main defense. His defense is going to be, look, I didn't leave with the gun. I didn't keep the gun. I just wiped it off, and I left it there where no one could see it, so nobody could grab it and try to use it against me. But where he's fucked, and why I say he's going to prison, is because there was no longer a threat when he stood over Ben10, shooting him, shooting at him, attempting to shoot him again, and pistol whipping him. And through that entire time, even though if you count it up, if it's only like 1 minute and 30 seconds, that's still 1 minute and 30 seconds of a felon in possession of a firearm. There was no threat. There was no need. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. I honestly feel like if you can be released from prison, you should have your rights back. Or there should be some type of probationary period, like a parole, in which you're released from prison, and if in set amount of years you don't get in trouble again, all rights should be back because you've proved that you've beat the recidivism rate. Because I beat the statistics. Realistically, I was released from prison. I haven't gone back. I beat the statistics. Most people go back within a set amount of time. I think it's within like 3 years. So if you can last a certain amount of time, you should be given your rights back. You should always be able to defend yourself with zero stipulation at all. You disarmed an attacker, saved your own life, saved your property that you worked for. I believe that. So do I agree with this? No. Don't take it as I think he should go to prison. I don't.
Just some white
but
people
I think he
shit
will.
Right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, with the justice system, we gotta make it right. Victim paralyzed. But come on, fool, like, be for real, bro. Somebody was getting jumped, bro. Come on, bro. Try to take the chain on top. Y'all said it was a robbery. Why is he going to jail? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? He took somebody else's gun and used it with them. What the fuck? How he? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Now, as we saw from what Remo posted, trial date has been set. They're ready to go. Like I said, I don't see what there is to fight in the situation. I don't see how he's going to be able to be like, hey, you know, I was still defending myself when I stood over him and pistol whipped him and this and that. And I'm glad he's not facing additional charges for that shit. That's also pretty fucking crazy. And then Hot Wheels, Ben10 got shot right after this. According to the news, Baton Rouge rapper Ben10 identified as one of 3 shot on Wells Street. Ben10, a known associate of fellow Baton Rouge rapper NBA Youngboy, was shot in Baton Rouge on Tuesday, just over a month after he was shot in Houston.
See, I was hearing about that shit, but I didn't think that shit was true. That nigga came to Baton Rouge and got shot again, fool. He back in the hospital? Oh, man, you going bad right now. It's going down bad right now, bro. Damn, NBA.
Real name, Ben Anthony Fields, was identified as one of 3 people injured in a shooting on Wells. Fields and the other 2 people were taken to a hospital in a private vehicle. In early April, he was shot in Houston. Just some advice for Ben10. If you're getting shot in every state you go to, you need to just sit the fuck down and stop hanging out with certain people, bro. Because you're getting hit in cities that ain't yours, and then you're getting hit in your own city. And I don't even know how he survived this one, because he already got put in a wheelchair, and then he got shot out his wheels in Baton Rouge. And I'm not saying this shit to be funny. I'm saying this shit to be fucking serious. Homie, sit down. Figuratively, literally, like, get the fuck away from people, bro, because you just keep catching shots, and shit is not going smooth for you. But as far as Allstar JR, I believe he's going to prison. He's facing up to 15. If they give him a deal, he could walk with maybe 5 or less years, because that's usually the average for a felon in possession of a firearm. But if he fails to accept that plea, if he's even been offered one, he could face a whole lot more. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090.
That shit OC, man. We got the